I was gonna tell you something about Jackie, but
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome. No, here we are. And, I'm Sebastian here with episode 19. And we were going to talk about some spirituality today, talk about men topics, and kind of unravel the universe together. So
we got in it from now. Informes.
introduce yourself again. Yeah, I know. What? This was not planned, by the way. This is really funny.
Yeah. Well, my name is Charlie Heredia, and I'm Sebastian friend. I play the drums and have a little experience of soteria and that kind of stuff.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
All right. So you were saying you've had some experience with your family recently. Like, what happened? Tell me about what you've been learning and how things have been going.
Well, it's kind of weird. Usually my family, they know people when they have good or bad intentions. You know what? The little kids, when they see you around and there's like that person is like a bad thing.
Oh yeah, you get a bad vibe.
Yeah, but my family has like a stress sensitive thing that they're looking for that person, and it's like this guy is like this. I can tell you, we don't know it. What happened one time? I had like an ex girlfriend. I was like around 20, and I was with my tío, and I was like explaining to him what was going on with this girl, and he's like, "Show me a picture." He didn't know her. He just looked at the picture and esa muchacha ocupa que le dé mucha atención, and she is really insecure of herself, and he knew. He knew.
Yeah, insecure, needs to take care of herself. Yeah.
But he can see it just in a picture.
He could read her aura.
Yeah, he can read that thing. He had really strong third eye, and that happened to my family a lot. That we get like when we have to make a decision, we meet someone. Yeah. We know that kind of stuff. Like someone's just talking. My uncle told me that it's like he gets a message.
Yeah.
But on my end, I feel like someone's talking to me and telling me like, you know what? Don't do this.
Yeah, that's called your gut.
I at the beginning, I thought it was my gut, but it's just I don't know the person, and I don't know what is the correct answer to tell that person if it's good or not. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we feel like we have the third eye.
Yep.
A bruja told us that all my family members has them. Someone has them more stronger than the others. Mm-hmm. But if we focus on ourselves, it's like a natural thing that everyone has already.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of them have more strong and sensitive, or someone's have it less because they don't think too much, but they know stuff.
Everybody has their part. Everyone has like their ability and how to like operate within the system. Mm-hmm. It's like everybody has a cell, but in the body, different cells do different things. Mm-hmm. But they're still cells. Yeah. But they have different jobs, and so we're the same way. Like people with like, for example, like autism do really well with like remembering information and like analyzing. So they're really good. Like they're like human like storage devices. Like they're really good at like memorizing stuff. And even like there's this one kid that could mimic birds, mm-hmm. like exactly how like to the exact sound. Mm-hmm. And that was his thing. Mm-hmm. He had that ability. Mm-hmm. People with ADHD are really good at making connections and patterns. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, oh, that's new. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's new. They may not remember that they made that connection, but they're really good at making connections. Okay. Right. So they're like, they have their own abilities. And so everybody has like their own thing that they provide in this world. And well, I'll ask you this. What's your idea of like what the meaning of life is? Like that was something that I wrote in the title, right?
Yeah, but
what is the meaning? Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, it's learning new information, having new experiences, and be happy what you want to do. That's it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I feel loved, I'm gonna love. If I'm hungry, I'm just gonna eat. If I need some water, I'm gonna drink. That's it. That's for me, because everyone can have like a different thing. But it's like being happy and doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. So we'll say I like what you said about kind of like doing your thing. Mm-hmm. That is important, right? Like being authentic to yourself is part of like that meaning, right? Because you already have some programming. There's certain things in your life that you didn't decide. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just kind of like were born that way, right? Yeah. We didn't decide where we were born, who our parents. There's some like factors where we were just born with those factors. Mm-hmm. Our height, right? That's what you got.
Yeah.
You know, so you were born with certain features that you don't control. Mm-hmm. And so then it's which ones can you control?
My own emotion, my own actions.
Yeah, right. So the action part, right, and so the programming part.
Yeah.
Like The hardware comes the way it is,
Mm-hmm.
but the programming part, the way it operates,
Mm-hmm.
that's where we come in and we can make alterations to that.
Mm-hmm.
We can improve it. Because there was a person, you were the same guy a year ago, but what's happened? What's happened in your value system?
Well, I'm trying to change what's that bad, so I don't make it on the next year.
So the changes that you made in your life that
Mm-hmm.
you always had the ability to,
Mm-hmm.
because I think we didn't like add anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
We just changed the way you operated in the system,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so because you changed the way you operated, it changed what? It changed the way you
Uh, Move and everything, and
yeah.
operate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna be based on a different because they put me in a patch thing. I'm gonna make a different decision
Mm-hmm.
because I have a different update that is not mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's how it works with the third eye. It's like telling you, feeling your gut. Usually you think of someone is like trying to talk, but we already talked about this topic in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
That it's more like vibrations. We can feel the thing, the energies in everyone. So without
Exactly.
just looking for a plain picture, we can like let know what's going on with that person. But
It's
we
a
gotta
feeling.
focus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta have common sense.
Uh-huh. But sometimes because we have blind common sense, it's not working.
Polarized.
Yes.
People that are polarized, they're turned off. They're
Uh-huh.
lacking being current.
Yeah.
So essentially, you have like a car battery, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you have the positive and the negative.
Yeah.
Positive is the charge, right? So if I put positive on you, what's it going to do to you?
It's gonna torture me in because
It's
I'm
going to
negative.
burn you,
Yeah.
right? It's going to burn you because it's going to overload, right?
Mm-hmm.
And negative, what's negative going to do? Drain you,
Drain
right?
me.
Yeah. So one's going to overload and
Mhm.
one's going to drain.
Yeah.
But when you put them together, you have what?
You have both
Current.
Current.
Yeah. And so that's how you get current. So we want to establish current within us by being current
Yeah.
and mindful, right? Being right now, being present.
You know, it's kind of funny because I like to use a lot of anime, but in the last Airbender,
Uh-huh.
they talk about why Zuko cannot like shoot lightnings, because when Iroh is like teaching him how to shoot the lightnings, because he is having the perspective of his dad that he put him in possible attacks and everything, he cannot balance himself, and that's why he cannot shoot lightning.
Yeah.
And because he is not balanced, because the negative and the positive are not together, he cannot like enchant any lightning because of that unbalance that he has. And if you talk about like that, yeah, maybe this guy is drained or maybe he's overloaded because of a lot of things.
Yes. So if he's in his head, he's overloaded.
Yeah.
Because it makes you go crazy.
Yeah, and he's like
if he's in his feelings, he's like can't move. He's not paying attention. He's he's not feeling it. He's down.
Yeah.
Like he can't focus himself.
And it's kind of funny because it's like if we were like firebending, we cannot shoot lightning because we're not balanced.
Yeah, if you're depressed, it's kind of hard to care.
Yeah, it is.
And if you can't care, you can't focus your spirit.
Yeah.
You can't even get up to go shower. You think you're gonna cast fire abilities?
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, it's like so. Everything that we call bending is essentially what can you do with your hands. Okay, so like if you like take away like the mat the like the fanciful part of it, like when you can play an instrument really well,
Mm-hmm.
to other people it's like what magic.
You know, talking about like music, making music in the third eye, there's a lot of musicians that have been like spoken and having like a little interview between us because you want to like grow, and we have this feeling that I'm just doing what the music is telling me to do. If the song needs this, it's telling me like that.
Yeah, talk. Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah, and it was kind of hard to do it. I had to like open my third eye.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the patterns that the music is like moving you in. It has like a vibration that helps you like. So I see a lot of musicians that they like try to open their perspective and put like a signature moves that they do because they say like it's because the rhythm is over here or the note is over here. So they start like looking around using their third eye, and it's like okay, the note's over here. And when you notice and when they make this singing note, boom, ahí le llega.
You know how to flow.
Yeah, they know how to flow, and I think that's a really big thing talking about music because people they close their own perspective. Music helps you out, like to open your third eye, like where it's teaching you in. dónde está pintando, dónde lo está siguiendo.
Exactly, because it's a
Yeah.
vibration.
It's a vibration.
It's
Yeah.
actually the initial vibration.
Okay.
That's why sound affects matter. So when you see like put the saw on the speaker, and then you put the sound, and the sound makes the salt make different shapes.
Yeah.
Each sound it makes, so like it'll move.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what, even like your voice, a human voice has different frequencies and shapes.
Yeah.
So things will create different shapes depending on the frequency.
And we were talking about that in a class with my dad, Maestro Santos. He was telling like, I feel the vibration when you're singing because that's healing, and I feel the vibration. And he was like, I'm like this old, and I never have any issues with my health. And I was like, really?
Yeah, they used to do vibrational healing temples where they would heal you through vibration and sound.
Oh, that's cool.
And the way they used to operate too is they'd have a lot of people involved because people have spiritual energy, and so they would combine each other's spiritual energy to like summon it.
Okay, I didn't know that.
We don't do that anymore.
Why
like
not?
People don't. They're not open. When's the last time you had a lot of people that were spiritually like in tune, connecting, creating at the same time?
Well, that's the reason why they ask you to sing on the church. That's a healing thing.
Yes, but what's wrong with church?
I have a system. Yes, you have to.
So yeah, like as long as there's a hierarchy, there's going to be a problem because you can't have a hierarchy in what?
Society.
Neutrality.
Yeah.
That's why if you are gonna do something that's like, call it like a religion, right? It needs to be more like AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, right?
Yeah.
Where the idea is that you're there for what?
Okay.
Just for what?
Just to heal, to stop.
Just to be in spirituality. That's it. Everything else is out of here.
You don't need nothing.
We're just here to connect. We're here, yeah.
I had to use the Narcotic Anonymous, the NA. That helps me out to like leave a lot of stuff, but I'm still like dependent on that. But I'm aware of that.
So imagine like you had a group like that, but it was just for spirituality.
Oh, a different story.
And so like you're not just talking about a drug addict, you're talking about connecting with God and fighting demons. And like how as a collective we're fighting them together. Like and how the struggle and what they try to like what people talk about the demons, but instead of talking about temptation, like the demons are calling me, we're talking about the demons that we're facing in other people at this point. Because we're not facing, it's not that we don't recognize our demons. We're beyond that point. It's like, no, like that's not my problem anymore. My issue is that there's a lot of people that are not caring for themselves, and they turn this side of them on, and now I need to face them. And I need to learn how to operate within this system, right? That's designed to keep people down. And then once you get really good, you sustain yourself.
You know, I was like talking about a couple of weeks with a friend, and I noticed that talking about the system, the third eye, and everything. I noticed that there's a lot of people who prefer to put excuses in front of them because they close their own eyes, all 3, 4, 5, 6 eyes that you have, and started to decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna protect myself, that I'm not spiritual that as I thought. I'm gonna train everyone around me. Yeah. And why that happens because you put like a super special thing, and it's kind of sad because everyone can do music, but an artist can become from anywhere. No, isn't it? And why I'm saying this is because when you admit yourself that you're not that special, you open yourself like a third. I'd say like, okay, you admitted you're true. You kill it. You kill what you had to kill, and that helps you out to like, boom, you have your third eye open because you already admitted yourself. There's like a certain ritual. Algunos brujos te lo hacen. You have to cleanse yourself for 70 days. You're gonna grab arroz blanco. You're gonna put it on the pot. Lo vas a calentar. Cuando el agua esté caliente, boom, you put it inside, and you're gonna see the white thing. You're gonna back put the thing. You gotta do it 3 times. Bueno, el Padre, el Hijo, el Espíritu Santo. And you gotta prep yourself for 7 days because of 7 days you gotta do different stuff. You still gonna bath yourself with el arroz, but there's a saying like, how hard do you want it to be accomplishing that thing? What do you put yourself on the balance? Y me saca mucho de onda because I tried it. Te pones enfrente del espejo, agarras you get your own piss, lo agarras y you have to declare yourself, okay, voy a humillarme enfrente del espejo a cambio de que pueda cumplir mis certain objectives. Y lo haces. You put another huevo in your head. Te lo pasas todo en la cabeza. You have to be like that in between 5 to 1 minute. And that's it. If you put a little longer, it's gonna break the spell. After that, you're gonna bath yourself. Te vas a bañar otra vez con el arroz. And you're gonna just expect what has to happen. And I did it one time, and that changed my life. It's kind of hard to do it, but the thing is, there's a lot of people that if you bath them con el agua, si tú los mojas, you cleanse them all the evils that they have.
It's because the way it works is like you're putting energy into this action because you want a certain outcome. Mm-hmm. And like it's the effort that you're putting in. Does that make sense? Like you're putting in effort.
Yeah.
That effort's like doing something. You're putting in the energy.
Yeah.
And so, it just depends. It's also your karma. So like how much are you doing in the world that's like how much are you putting out there? Mm-hmm. Like what's your trade-off? Like so like back in the day when you could like pirate like music and like it was like peer-to-peer. Mm-hmm. There was like these websites where if you downloaded so much, you have to upload so much to have a good ratio. Yeah. And so that's how karma works. Okay. It's like I help, and like I'm an open source for people that, like again, deserve it, right? Mm-hmm. But when I need something, it happens. Why? Because it's like I've been doing my part for the universe, you know? And so...
For me, when I did it the first time, I saw it like as a punishment. Like, okay, this is my trade-off. I'm gonna cleanse myself of all the evils that I did and start fresh. And what happened? I don't know what happened. That they told me that I was gonna open a gig with Elefante after that, and I was like, damn, everything balance it out. Yeah, it's like an own cleansing thing. No te lo recomiendo, pero you're real desperate. Yeah. I did it for me. I did it because I was like...
It's like black magic stuff.
Yeah, it's black magic stuff.
Oh,
basically.
Desperation.
Yeah.
No, when you just do it the normal way.
Hey, I told you I have experience on that.
The cleansing life.
The cleansing life. There's a lot of other ways that are good and bad, but that was one of the hardest ones I had to do.
Build up your tenacity.
Tenacity, and it was
resilience.
It was really different. Yeah, but that helped me out to open again my third eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
How's it been going as far as like, staying in your discipline, like staying in like your productivity stuff, like fulfilling yourself? Like, how are you doing with taking care of your masculine and feminine energy, your positive, negative energy?
Right now, I'm super connected because I notice myself that I'm the one who's like stopping himself with doing stuff right now. Everyone's been helping me out a lot. We don't asking them. I don't know why, but it's like, hey, you want to eat? Let's go eat. I'm gonna make the food because I'm helping people without like expecting something.
Yes.
Yeah, and exactly. I notice a lot of changes around myself. Ya no ando atrás de las demás personas. It's like they respect what I do because basically we're like, ¿para qué haces eso si eso no saca adelante? And now that I haven't like accomplished stuff, they're like now supporting me, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, to be honest.
That's good.
Sometimes I get tired, but I'm still figuring out some stuff.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this much. So, this is a what?
Sometimes it's
square.
Yeah, square.
Here you go. So, this is the Y and this is the X, right? So, what do you think these are?
Y and X.
So then... You think these are Y and X as well?
No. This is going to be a different one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space and time.
Space and time. Okay.
Because in order to have space, you need
time.
In order to go through space, you need time.
Mm-hmm. Space. Okay.
And time allows a difference.
Yeah.
That's why everything flows through time. Everything touches time and space.
Sí.
That's why it's the uni, which is the united, and inverse.
No,
versatility.
Okay.
Universe.
Universe.
United versatility.
Oh shit.
We're all in the same we're all different within the same universe.
Okay.
So time and space.
Uh-huh.
So we literally operate within this system of time and space.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything that we do has to within those laws
Uh-huh.
of that frequency, right? So that has to do as well with the way we operate, where like when we're in our feelings, when we need to process it, what do we need?
Well, we need
Time and space. Right?
Yeah.
What about when we have to think
You need time
in space?
and space.
And if we need to change behavior,
Time and space.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's how we realign.
Okay.
Right? And so what do we say connects everything in this universe?
Time and space. No.
What's another thing? What's another thing we'd say connects everything? What made this universe?
But then,
What's making this universe?
the light, us, man.
God, right?
God. Yeah.
So then God is
God, it's everything.
Time and space.
Time and space, es cierto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they have to be together
Uh-huh.
to exist.
Mm-hmm.
So there's yin and yang, right?
Mm-hmm.
One is black,
yeah,
and one is white.
Yeah.
Which is why they have separate, but then together they make yin and yang.
Yeah.
So with this, it's space and time, and space and time together make what?
Time and space together.
Yeah.
The whole universe. Yeah.
Universe, which makes light.
Yeah.
Allows for light to exist.
Yeah.
And light is creation.
Mm-hmm.
So we need space and time for light to be able to exist.
Yeah.
So space and time allow spirit, light, to exist.
Time and space. That's a basic thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Entiendo.
That's what everything requires. Crafting requires what? Space and time.
Yeah.
With spirit.
Everything. Okay, if you want to make a change, you need space and time.
Everything you create is space, time, and spirit. Because spirit is animation. If something doesn't have spirit, it's not animated.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Everything's made out of light. We just have the ability to control light. That's what thoughts are. You're conscious right now, controlling the lights in your brain. You're literally controlling the light.
I was talking with a guy on Thursday, and they told me, he asked me this question: "You have control over your mind?" And I told him yes, and he was like, "Pero no te ha pasado que a veces piensas esto and you're like, what do you think about it?" Yeah, so you don't have control. And I was like, wow, that's true.
Well, it's because it's a different type of control. So there's purposeful thought, and then there's random thought, right? Because it's like it's a frequency.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's your frequency, and sometimes it's the outer frequency. You know, it's like you're working on, like, you could be singing or talking to yourself, and then someone else starts talking, and yet you're still hearing who? Yourself, but then you're also now starting to what?
Listen to the other guy,
and you're kind of like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that guy. And I was like, damn, we gotta tell Sebastian about that.
There you go. The one I'll tell people, you definitely, there's three you don't control. That makes sense. You don't control cravings. They just happen. You don't control willpower. It just is. And you don't control consciousness. It just happens.
Okay.
Explain them.
No, you can't.
But they're all energies.
Really?
Cravings are a frequency, because you know what you are craving. So you're desiring a what?
A thing.
A thing, yeah, like a frequency, like a certain taste, or a certain smell, a certain sight, a certain place, a stimulation.
Okay.
What is a stimulation? A frequency. Right? Okay, so willpower. Well, what's a power? It's also a what? You either have a lot or none. Well, you didn't pick that, but you just wake up sometimes and you just don't have any what?
Willpower. You know, it's kind of funny, because I think willpower, you can at least have it like a little control, because if you put positive energies around yourself, like good quotes and anything, I think willpower can be controlled sometimes.
Just as much as cravings.
Yeah.
Especially when you allow yourself to have some.
Mm-hmm.
You just limit, or like you understand like what it means.
You know, one of the changes I did on myself, you see my third eye, I was like, you know what, if I have enough time to think about bad stuff, I also have a good time to think about good stuff. And one of the things I remember with my ex-wife, she put a lot of notes around her room with super cool faces, everything that she faced and everything, all positive quotes. And I was like, damn, that's kind of cool. Like lo primero que tú abrías los ojos y mirabas un quote de ella en el techo. And I was like, damn, that's positive thing. So I think it's like, if I had time, like telling myself what I'm not worth, I'm just going to tell myself that I also get. Y si me lo repito varias veces, como me repito lo malo, I think we can do good stuff. And I think it's a willpower that you can control.
Yes, you can. You can definitely win, and that's what taking back control of your reality is.
Mm-hmm.
That's again the idea that when you finally are saying, "Wait, I can change. Like I'm in control."
Yeah.
That's when you've taken back like the control of the creation system.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're no longer an autopilot, because autopilot is like just letting the world take you,
Mm-hmm.
right? Leaving it up to fate.
Yeah.
But now I'm leaving it up to fate,
Mm-hmm.
not fate.
Yeah.
Faith, right? Because I believe in myself, I believe that I can create. I actually get more out of life.
You know what? If we focus on ourselves, we can see a little future because using, for example, the tarot, if you focus yourself on what are the messages around you, you can control or get prepared yourself or what's going to happen in the future. Either way, if it's true or not, I think that helps you out to control what decisions you're gonna make in the future. If you like see yourself, if you see the patterns, because sometimes life tells you like you have to prepare yourself, but you don't focus yourself what's going on sometimes.
And so they talk about like timeline shifts,
Mm-hmm.
like shifting timelines. To me, what that really means is you ever like make a big decision where like that was a fork in your road?
Mm-hmm.
That's a shifting a timeline, isn't it?
Yeah. I want to believe like that, but yeah.
Like let's say like you have the choice of like moving or staying somewhere, or like getting that new job, or like not. Like there are those super important moments where like you have to make a big choice.
Yeah.
Like what your major is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're picking a timeline, because in that moment you had how many other timelines to pick from.
Yeah.
But now you what?
You have to choose one.
Yeah. And that's the timeline now.
Yeah, and it happens a lot on video games. Like when you have to make a decision, and you're like, "What's gonna be the best one?"
And you just, that's it. Especially in the game you're playing, but yeah, or like a song, you can go back and remix a song, but I mean, technically that was the first way you made it.
Mm-hmm.
Even a remix is based on an original song, but the song itself was the original, and that's how it is.
Yeah,
you can't unchange the original.
You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, why I bring up that thing is because that helps you out, like creating your own perspective with your third eye. We're not like relying on someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can open yourself and just gotta be true to yourself that no one knows the truth true, and focus on what you can control around you.
The only time you should rely on other people, really, like, well, there's probably a couple of times, but one of the main ones is like when you're seeking true knowledge, not approval, but knowledge. Like when you're like, hey, I want to, like, you're like, working with a teacher or somebody to help you like learn. Yeah, exactly. So you have like somebody that you're able to work with to gain, perspective with. That's different than trying to like impress somebody with your skills and be like, look, I'm like the best, right, teacher? Like, no, it's like, I want to learn something from you. So you're going in with the intention of questioning and applying and understanding and knowing that you can learn a lot from somebody.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going in doing and giving it your all.
And it's kind of funny because at the beginning we started doing a lot of stuff, a lot of free movements, a lot of like cool stuff and everything. And once we get a master of that thing, we stop doing stuff because we already are everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the main perspective, like stop focusing on what you can accomplish because you know, and you're gonna notice that you can do a lot of stuff. So you can stop and pause and just think about how you can be more stronger because you're already a master of every movement.
Yeah. And so I think what I like with music, the way I kind of see it too is like, so first you're just figuring out how like you said the basics, right? Like where everything is. And then later you're gonna start copying songs, and then later you're gonna start customizing copied songs, like customizing moments, and then that helps you then eventually just start creating your own because now you understand the tree.
Right. Currently, right now, I'm working with that drummer. We're doing exercise together, and we sit down together, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna explain how playing drums works out for me." So he was like, "It's like feng shui. You see that you started doing like a little movement, knowing that you have a lot of muscles that you have to move because you don't know. It's like going to the gym. You're gonna start like doing the correct flex and everything. Porque todos tus músculos you don't know no los has trabajado. And it takes a while. Well, it's the same thing with music. You gotta follow a pattern that is like only you can see in martial arts. And our teacher tells us about that. Si vas a cimentar el golpe, cimentalo lento. You gotta do it slowly. It's the same thing with the la baqueta. You gotta do it slowly. And if you focus yourself, you start doing meditation.
Yeah.
You're doing meditation
It's
because
flow state.
Yeah, it's
That's why I remember if you stay current,
yeah,
you flow. If you have been fucking up at work, what happens to your playing?
You gotta like start messing everything. Yeah.
If you're focused on the girl you just got dumped by,
Empiezas a fallar porque you're thinking about me dejó que no sé qué.
Your body's what?
Yeah, stop moving.
And slow.
It drains. Yeah.
Yeah, you're low frequency.
Yeah.
So you're not playing as what?
As good as
normal.
I was. Yeah. So you gotta be true to yourself and remember de donde vienes.
If you're anxious, you're playing like shit because why? You're stressed out.
Yeah. Entonces así como que todo lo quieres.
Fuck!
Yeah.
I want to do it. Fuck! Right?
Yeah.
And if you're depressed, it's like, yeah, I'm just not feeling today, guys.
No, you're gonna be like, yeah. But it's a flow thing because I noticed that it's like moving like Bruce Lee, your water at the end of the day. Okay. He notado que son posiciones en la teoría como.
It's because water has the natural sense of what?
Frequency.
And what they say, water is literally the core element for what?
What is
life?
Life. Yeah.
And what they say in the Bible that water is the blood of who?
Of
God. And so that gives us blood. That gives us life.
Yeah.
So water is life.
It cleanses.
It also cleanses us. Yes.
Yeah. No, very cabrón. So
that's why they use holy water to get demons out.
Entonces cuando I figure myself that I'm like water playing,
yeah,
siento que estoy empujando como vida. I can focus on the other musicians.
Also, what happens when they put certain water in frequency? What does it do? It moves, right? Yeah, it also makes patterns too.
Yeah, siento como que empujo una energía. I use my third eye with everyone, and they were like feeling it, like doing good.
Yeah, that's passion.
Yeah,
it's soul.
Pero como que everything connects.
And why do you think McDonald's has no soul? Because how do they make their food?
Yeah, process it.
A machine. Yeah. That's why if you make AI art, it doesn't make sense because it's what? Soulless.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Guillermo del Toro. He's saying like fuck AI, and he's putting 20 years of his life on just one movie. Pero es arte. That's cool. Another thing that I saw about music, we try to control the tempo and everything, but if you look on the old recordings, why people laugh about jazz? Porque era tanto lo que metían el ritmo, the soul that they put in, they put everything, and people can feel it, and they start feeling stuff. Instead of just controlling it and not let it loose. No digo que está malo, but if you notice, when we try to control a lot of stuff, que desaparece esa magia, that beauty that we have with everyone. Y no lo están sintiendo.
Yeah, and also like for example, like let's say like you're making music, right, and you're editing. So if you learn from scratch how to like fix stuff, like you're gonna get a lot like really frustrated at first because you haven't done it before. But once you get past that frustration stage, then what? Then you know. And then it's like not a big deal, and you know how to fix it. And if it happens again, you already know the process, so you do it faster. And then when you go to a different program, you still have a general idea of what how everything operates. If you have something like AI do it, it'll fix it for you. But what about the day AI doesn't work? You don't have it. You didn't really know that skill, and so now you're going to be running behind. And you're going to get more frustrated because you know you have the capacity, but you don't have the skills anymore, and so you're having to go backwards and relearn because you didn't learn the first time.
No, and that also happened with the groove, with the rhythm and everything. And you got to go again, like Tai Chi, moving slow again, because you got to remember those patterns, those movements. It happens a lot when you break up with a relationship because you were living together with another one, you forget yourself, and when you want to go back to yourself, you don't remember. You have to start with the basic stuff. Remember yourself again, who you are. Ya cuando te acuerdas, everything starts like clicking together.
Yep. Yeah, that's getting back into your flow state.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody has. It's like again going on your bike with no handlebars. It's just a different bike now.
No handlebars.
Exactly.
No handlebars.
But that's true mastery when someone can ride with no handlebars.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Oh yeah.
Mandame un video.
I don't have a bike anymore, but I'll try. If I get on a bike, I'll get one.
Okay, but you say like hacen trucos or just like a regular bike?
No, just a regular bike. Just no handlebars.
Okay.
Yeah, you just balance. So when you're going, you let go and then you just stay balanced.
Yeah, wow.
So that's true mastery.
Yeah.
So yes, you're in control when you're holding the handlebars, but you're not letting go.
Okay.
Because you're scared. And so it's the day you can let go and still be balanced that's true mastery.
Yeah. And that's very important if you want to open your third eye, because if you don't balance yourself, you cannot see nothing here. It's like the same thing you told me, like the three entities. Si estos dos no están bien, esto no está bien. It's the same thing over here too.
Yeah, we have to be okay in our heart if we want to be able to feel the magic of the world. You lose your magic when you fall into polarity.
And, it's kind of funny because they talk about this in Kimetsu no Yaiba on Demon Slayer. I don't know if you already saw the movie. No? When they're fighting the third moon, Tanjiro finds out that if he stops like caring, not saying like caring like for everyone, but stuff like that, instead of fighting, it just moves itself with the flow of its movement in time. He can kill Akasa, and Akasa has like a brújula that if he feels like threat, ya por reflex, he's like following on the tempo of the other guy. If he gets stronger, you'll see it because they have like a will thing to fight. But because Tanjiro stops caring about it, Akasa cannot feel it. And because he doesn't feel it, su brújula tampoco. So he is really under control. And what happens because Tanjiro's just...
Yeah, he's just existing, so he doesn't care. And so he knows how to take... He's just flowing with existence.
Yes. And that helps him out to kill Akasa.
He becomes one with space and time, so he doesn't exist anymore, but he existed. It's because it's like the Schrodinger's cat. You don't exist and exist at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you exist everywhere, which means you exist nowhere specifically, because you exist everywhere.
Y me acordé mucho de ti, because cuando ya defeat Akasa, Musan, the main guy, he gets in his head and he's like, no, you're not gonna lose, you're gonna follow my own rules. And Akasa's like fighting himself, like, no, I gotta kill the weak one. He repeats a lot of that thing, I gotta kill the weak one. Pero no te dicen quién. So Tanjiro's already tired, he looks you, and he's gonna like take him out y pues correr lo más que pueden because they don't have no weapons, ya no tiene cabeza, and he's regretting again. And what happens, Akasa starts like punching himself. And he's like, no, I'm the one who already lost. I'm gonna balance myself out. I'm gonna stop doing what I have to do because this guy's telling me, nah, I'm not gonna follow it. And he stops like carrying on himself. And it's kind of funny because he gets in that state, but in just like 5 minutes. And he dies after that. Yeah, because he stopped caring about someone who's telling him lies because he knows he couldn't protect his fiancée. Yeah. And because he stopped like caring for other ones and started caring for himself, he changed her perspective. Y ya perdió. But I was like, damn, a lot of people are gonna cry about now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Now you're gonna be able to like see these imageries in media, and like see how like okay, that's how it plays out. That's how it works out. And like even in like you're gonna hear it in words, like the way people talk, like just the words they choose to talk with. the way their body language presents itself. Just a lot of things that you can see, like the lies, the manipulation. And so when you call it out, they're like, oh, you're exposing me. How dare you? And like, because you've seen him before. Like, he's like, this isn't my first rodeo. You're not the first liar I've met. Like, I know I've been around liars.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. And it makes them uncomfortable. But then after a while, what do they always do?
Just get away or change.
They come back and they ask for what?
For another favor or see more of energy.
They'll be like, all right, you're right. I did that. So they're giving you a chance to let them change, but hold them accountable.
Okay.
It's like, all right, you're going to be different. We'll see. I hope so.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what?
What am I going to do now? You told me my truth. Yeah, it's como, like you say, you're doing an exorcist. Yeah, you cleanse them.
Le están sacando el demonio.
Le están sacando el demonio. Y más latino, pues sacamos más.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how are you doing with the people around you not getting imbalanced in yourself?
Right now, currently, I'm just focused on myself. If something happens or I did some mistake, it's like, you know what, I already did it. I'm just going to move on. Not going to focus in on what I have to do.
What have you noticed about doing that? Like, because, people typically think that people are going to, like, talk bad about you. They're going to hate on you. They're all going to, like, turn on you. But what's it really like once you really start putting boundaries down and working on yourself?
Well, you feel happy. You don't feel unworthy. You don't feel drained. Because most of the time, it's like, when it's my turn. And because you're giving a lot of the things, people get used to it, like giving them a lot. But cuando ya te paras, you put in limits, like, you know what, I don't have money. You're gonna see them if they're interested in your relationship or they're just interested in something to give you. A veces pasa que cuando digo, hey, I don't have money, no te preocupes, yo lo picho todo. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. But I was telling the truth, not because that I didn't want to go. It's like, hey, no tengo dinero. So not saying lies helps you out to grow everything. And lo que pasa es que la gente starts like trusting yourself because you're not gonna play them around.
Yeah, and they also see that you're like actually like putting in the effort to like make it to where you need to be in life. So the more that you stay consistent and put the best foot forward and just be an honest person, people are more accepting of you because you're doing something that people think is like unachievable.
No, one of the things is like I always try to be in there, but when they have to like look around for someone, they don't look for me because I always there. And when I stop like chasing them around, they're looking for me now. They like start sending messages, or they start like working together.
And what you realize too is even when they do reach out, that doesn't mean anything because sometimes they flake. But I don't get mad. I don't say anything. I just say, all right, hopefully they figured it out. Well, whatever's going on, hope they figure it out. And I just move on, right? Because the same time I could be upset trying to figure out why they did this, get mad, self-sabotage, say, well, I'm not cool enough. Why would they avoid me? I'm going to go do things I enjoy.
Yeah.
And by doing them, I'm already like way happier. Like
I feel a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I want to do a lot of stuff.
I'm enjoying my time. I'm flowing. Everything's working out.
Vibing. Yeah, no, you're right.
And then later on, they're like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. And you're like, all right, man. Later. Like, hey, when you want to hang out, let me know. We'll hang out. But I don't go out of my way. If they go do other things with the people, I don't really even think about it or consider it because I got things I'm doing anyway.
It's kind of weird that we always put ourselves like in the last place, and I don't know why, but we gonna start focusing on ourselves in the first place. I noticed that if you want to change someone, you gotta change yourself first. If you don't make a change for yourself, you're not gonna see a change around you. And people notice when you make a change, they're like starting like weird out, like everything's fine. Algo pasó. And it's like, no, I'm good. And they notice the change, and because you change, they start changing around. What's gonna happen? They're gonna ask you like perdón, or they're gonna be like, I don't want to be around. And it's like, okay, but you're happy with the change.
It's because people have been conditioned to live in a factory, not in nature anymore. Because nature doesn't have rules the same way a factory does. In nature, you are day to day like trying to figure out like what's my purpose, what am I working on, what do I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like here's the funny thing, like okay, just break it down to the basics. At what point would you not work for food or shelter?
You always have to work.
So you would still do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do we need money?
Just to pay for food and shelter.
Okay, but like why do we need the money part?
Okay.
Like wouldn't we work to like build our shelter? Wouldn't we work to like get food
Yeah.
as a community? But like why do we need the money part?
Porque es fácil conseguir money. Just get food on the stores.
But what makes that easier? What if we just all work together to just instead of going to work, we just work together to build a house and have food?
No, because you're gonna like kill like a system that everyone's like to build porque quieren tener encuentro.
Oh, so we need the but again, like is that so? I'm like, where's the money? Why? So what if our job was to like build the house and eat food?
Yeah. No.
Wouldn't that solve a lot of our problems right there?
It could. Yeah.
Because then we would just be like building shelter
Mm-hmm.
and eating.
Yeah.
That's like half the battle, right?
Yeah.
And then like what else would be the problem? So we got food and shelter.
How are we gonna get along? Well, that's a good question. Then
Well, then we don't really. But you can just do whatever you want because we already got the what?
the food and shelter.
Yeah. So as long as you're helping me with that, I really don't care what else you do.
Yeah.
You just help me with the what?
With the shoe. Damn.
Can you just like help me with the food and shelter, and then like we're cool?
Those are all questions that I have. Okay, you're right.
Like, let's say we were out in nature, like we were like, yo, like, can you just help me like eat, have fire, and like a place to sleep, and we'll like,
yeah, sure.
And then you can just do whatever you want. I don't really care.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, I get you. That's kind of weird.
Like as long as we're helping each other live in a place, I think we're halfway decently there.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do I gotta go sell shoes?
Okay, I get you now.
If we want shoes, why don't we make them?
Pues porque no lo hacemos todos juntos. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just make shoes.
Yeah.
Out of what? Stuff.
From animals.
Yeah. What if? So instead of working, I don't know, like 3 weeks at a minimum wage job to get some mediocre shoes made from a kid in
China,
in Indonesia or China, why not? Like make them ourselves. Okay. And I bet you if we make one pair, we could probably just spend some time making another pair.
Yeah.
And then during that time, we're being productive and having fun because we're like making shit.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, you'd be sick. What if we like add this to my shoe?
Okay.
And like now we just spent 2 days making a shoe. As long as the food and shelter's what?
In there.
We're good.
Yeah. And we start like doing clothes. We start doing you had to work.
But it was like creative work.
Yeah.
Like, bro, make my clothes like this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make mine like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're gonna figure that out.
Hey, I'll make you a jacket and you make me these pants.
Uh-huh.
You're good at the pants stuff. Okay. Here you go.
Okay. So like it's a trick all together.
We work as a team, right? Yeah. Like people.
Uh-huh.
And show how you make that thing. Show me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Pero le vas a quitar al otro. They're gonna start problems later.
But again, you keep saying the problems, but the problems come when there's money.
Okay. Oh, you're right.
What are you gonna steal from me?
Nothing. Must be knowledge.
You can steal my clothes that I made.
No.
Okay.
You gotta make them.
He stole my plant clothes. Hey, leave me alone, man.
It's like Monopoly.
We're gonna go sell it for what?
I don't know. Let me throw the dice.
What do you need that for, bro? That guy's she's just chilling.
Yeah, chilling, doing stuff.
Yeah,
doing stuff.
When people don't have to eat 3 times a day.
Yeah.
They eat like once every couple days. Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't eat as much.
No.
Look at everybody's weight.
Okay, todos están flacos. Gordos.
Yeah, like the population shows what its eating habit. You see what I'm saying? Like it's obvious. If we were all eating healthy, we would all look what?
Healthy.
How do you get unhealthy?
comiendo shit.
Whatever you buy,
Yeah.
God, right? Oh, so if everyone's unhealthy, I wonder why. Oh,
We eating productions.
okay. I got something for you. Why is it called healthy food and not just food? And why isn't it called food and unhealthy food?
Yeah.
Why is it called food and then healthy food?
Te meten un sistema acá.
Is it healthy
Yeah.
food, and then the other stuff is unhealthy food?
All healthy food. Well, no. Well, we put it on there. It's
But
food.
hey, we call it food though.
Yeah, we call
To
food.
skip the what?
The healthy.
Yeah, so you don't think about the unhealthy part.
Yeah.
And they call healthy food healthy.
So you don't think about.
That's the normal food.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, Coke, normal food.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's just food.
It's just food. Yeah.
But it's the unhealthy food.
Yeah.
When it's the other stuff that's actually the healthy.
Like Jack in the Box. I'm like, oh, McDonald's. Yeah. There you go. Healthy, unhealthy. I'm gonna use my.
Well, that's the reason why they got $4.99 instead of $5.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta, because you think it's $4 instead of the $5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
You're like, dude, it's only like $400, even though it says $4.99.99.
Yeah. Nah, it's still for me. It's like 500. I just like ran it out. But yeah.
But they keep doing it. Why? Because it psychologically messes with people, and they know it.
Yeah.
So if you want to know who's evil, look at the people that like do 99. That tells you they're like psychologically like messing with people.
Yeah, because they're gonna say it's cheap.
Yeah, they're abusing their brains.
Pero por qué parece 1 cent?
Because it psychologically is not as much as it says it is.
It's kind of funny that they're gonna say like you're gonna save 20% discount, and I'm like, it's still the same thing.
Yeah, there's like I said, there's a reason why a lot of these agencies and companies they know certain things about frequency and stuff and the way it affects psychology because they use colors for a reason.
You know, it's kind of funny because we were talking about that old band that I was playing in we played blues, and we were like, you know what, you're gonna use red because the red is the color of sex, love, and everything, and it's the first thing that you always see red things. So we started using red stuff so people can see our propaganda about like what we're moving. So yeah, sometimes bands also use that thing too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Red's the low frequency. That's why they're red stars or dwarf stars.
Oh.
Flames are the red flame is the low flame.
Mm-hmm.
While blue is like, oh fuck.
Okay. I love blue.
But yeah.
I'm blue.
Exactly. It's kind of interesting if you think about red and blue though, because like, isn't like the primary because red, blue, and yellow, right? Red, blue, and yellow.
It's blue and yellow. That's the alternative.
Red, right?
But sometimes, you know, it's because everyone's thought that red's gonna be evil and blue's gonna be good. That's why.
So if you think about it, red is the blood, blue is like the light, like the
sky.
Like, cause like you see like a blue, like the star, right? Or like you see like that little blue light is like the light. Like you see blue being a light more than red.
Yeah.
So blue, right? So you have blue, red, and then yellow. And yellow is like spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have blue, which is like the enlightenment. You have red, which is like the blood.
Mm-hmm.
And these two together make the yellow.
Yeah.
That's why it's the primary. Because it's mind, body, and spirit. Because blue is the blood of the ocean, while red is the blood of the human.
Mm-hmm.
And also the blue veins are the ones that are lacking oxygen. Have to get carried back to the heart.
That's why I tell people that the only reason that that's red is because it gets se oxida la sangre because our blood's blue inside. And because we don't have oxygen inside in that thing, that's why it gets blue.
Yeah.
Con oxígeno se hace roja.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. We're the same channel, man. We know stuff.
Well, yeah, this is the laws of nature.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of whether I come up with it, whether I discover it, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Humans will come back to it because it's a universal law.
It's balance.
It has nothing to do with humans. Humans are just observing the universe's laws.
Mm-hmm.
Just as much as I don't need to say there's gravity. I don't need to say that magnets connect and
Mm-hmm.
positive and negative. Like another human will say that. So there's universal laws, and those laws no man owns. Like the time and space thing.
Mm-hmm.
In order to have space, you need what?
Time.
So the universal law is that there's always going to be a one, something in between, and a zero. So there's like 1 0 1 0. That is computer.
Mm-hmm.
But you know why computer lacks spirit?
Why? Because it's only on logic.
It's only 1 and 0. You can't combine them to make spirit.
It's only logic.
Yeah, it's artificial.
Yeah. They don't.
It's lacking. It can't have mortality. And so without mortality, it doesn't have that urgency of like purpose. And it also is lacking DNA.
Mm-hmm.
DNA is the access code for our spirit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're not, when people are acting like demonic and shit, it's not that like it's them. They just kind of like, turned off the light. They went down on mute, and they just they're afraid of everything. They've lost their mind.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like reacting to everybody. They're on fire, and everybody that gets near them, they punch.
Yeah.
It's about the best way to think about it.
Son los que dicen, yo soy una persona muy tranquila. Y de volada son los primeros en me caen. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had all that anger, that unreleased energy, or trying to protect themselves in something that they don't see.
How you doing with your drumming these days? So like you're working on like some sponsorship stuff, or
Yeah, right now I had the coalition. They contacted me from TikTok because you told me like focus on your videos and stuff, and they had like connected with me. So they offered me. I passed the set. That was the first round. I just have to like sign out some stuff, and they told me this is gonna be your second round because of 3 rounds. This is the second round, and they're like you're gonna be in a trial of 12 months, and after that, if you finish and you accomplish what we need you from doing, and you're not non-stop, we're gonna pass you in the third round. And the third round, that we're gonna like invite you to come to the UK, and we're gonna like sponsorship and movie and events and everything. But I need like a full project. So right now, I stopped like focusing on I need to do perfect. Of course, I need to do perfect sometimes, but let's say like do perfect for others. I'm just focusing on like you know what I like it, and I think if someone connects with this, that's cool. If not, I'm good. And because I've stopped like caring like for the attention and focusing on just be better, como que sí se acercan más las personas.
I remember this too. So the idea is that we're all meant to be different.
Yeah.
Oh, so one thing that I'll share is like, so think about it this way. So like, we'll go back to the universe thing, universe, right? So the united verse versatility. So we as a collective, right, need to be different because it makes this more interesting. That's why we all look different, talk different, act different. If we were supposed to be the same, we would have been made that way. So if we know we were created, we can like accept this idea that we were created beings, and not only just created beings, but create magical beings that have like conscious and creativity and creation, and we're all different. So we're all given the ability to craft and create within our different selves in a united universe where we can collectively enjoy the ability to create with each other, so that we can enjoy each other's stories. Okay.
We're just one story at the end of the day.
So if that's the case, well, we are one story. We are this universe is what?
The story.
We are the collective story. Because here's the other thing. If everything came, whether it was from Adam and Eve or a little cell, doesn't matter, right? Because ultimately, what is that saying? Everything
connects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything. And so all of us right now, frozen in time, come from the same what?
From the same universe.
Source.
Yeah, source.
And that's just the life.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even talking about the material.
Yeah.
We're talking about the life.
Okay.
So me and you come from the same one.
Yeah.
Source.
Source.
So we're all from this same universe as a
Mm-hmm.
collective.
Okay.
So that's what we're all meant to be different. Because it's just like, why would you read the Marvel universe or the DC universe?
Yeah. Because they're two different
They're
universes.
different people.
Yeah.
But like even in that universe, they're all different what?
Different things.
And that gives them personality, that gives them purpose, that
Mhm.
gives them reason. Their story gives them value.
Yeah.
It gives their soul.
You get a reflection of that story. Yeah. Yeah.
Those are sub universes.
Yeah.
Those are universes within the universe.
Okay.
Yeah, Marvel Universe is a universe within our universe.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. And sometimes they talk about us in the own universe over there too. The universe that we need to like stay to connect it because at the end of the day we all are just on one line.
They can even tell a character they're creating that this character craves something and then denies that their own character the ability to get to it.
Yeah.
But that was that character's destiny
Mm-hmm.
because it was already written.
Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes we get confused and we think we are those characters and we start like acting like them. Yeah. We start like copying.
We are in NPC mode. So you have to decide to turn on main character mode. And that is to let the ego die. And the ego is the NPC mode. The ego is the imbalance and control of the previous programming that you were given because you weren't allowed to have your previous programming anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you can change your programming, you realize, okay, this initial way is not my way. This is what was given to me. And then now I can what? Decide which
I want to be. There's a saying like if you want to follow someone's theater, you want to be a character on their own story. You stop being the main one and you start to be like a secondary one because you decided that without knowing it.
Yeah, and this is us getting to elevate our thing so that when we go to what you call like the afterlife or whatever, like when you go back to source, you got to get to the level where you knew you were actively being a character.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that's how you win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you got to be a character in the game.
You know, it's funny because on this 2 weeks I've started noticing that I'm the main character and I ya nomás miro alrededor que todos son NPCs like doing stuff. But I was in the laundry and I was like, you know what, I need to practice because tomorrow I gotta like open up with this guy. And I was practicing in the laundry and I was like, you know what, if I was like, and this wasn't in a game, I'm gonna be the main character doing stuff and everyone's just doing NPC stuff. And I was thinking to myself, why people they don't do much like dynamic stuff?
Because they would rather wear the mask
mm-hmm.
than to be the light that they are.
Yeah. And that helps me balance myself up. Like, you know what?
They're uncomfortable making other people blind.
Yeah. Focusing on money and stuff. Yeah.
They're afraid of scrutiny.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been conditioned to like worry about scrutiny more than their own success and growth.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. And when you stop caring about that, you get the feeling that you're doing something.
You actually succeed and grow.
Yeah. See? You see?
You stop feeling caged in your own little box.
And see,
you start just...
I'm being myself.
Yeah. You're like water, you flow instead of being trapped in a what?
And and I notice people that they close, no sé, como me empiezan a sacar plática and I'm like, why are you talking to me?
It's like trying to be fluid when you're put in a cage.
Yeah. No, al revés. When I'm not outside of the cage, just try like doing, like, hey, ¿cómo estás? Que no sé qué, o hey, una pregunta. And I'm like, all right, what happened?
Yeah. And you let the universe take it where you need it.
It's like you told me, so what, a roller coaster? I'm like, I'm just vibing. Yeah.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no, thank you.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.
See.
There we go. Later.
See.